In this video, we're going to talk about vol crush or implied volatility crush. So when we look at the options market, it makes up of supply and demand. When there's more demand for option prices, calls, and puts, implied volatility will expand. When there is more supply than demand, implied volatility will drop. So what I'm looking at here is implied volatility on my charts, and I'll take it off and show you how I like to find it. So I will go here and type in IMP. Double click it, it's a lower study, apply. And I'll just click here on this little edit studies. Implied volatility it's called. So stocks that move a lot during the day, high ATRs, your names like Netflix, NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla, those stocks usually have high implied volatility year-round. But also, individual stocks will have high implied volatility around unknown events, like earnings. If it's a biotech, maybe ahead of a drug approval, maybe there's some news in the stock, that volatility will go high. So let's first look at implied volatility here in Apple. So we can see here around this earnings, implied volatility was high, then it drops. If we look at the earnings just from last week, implied volatility went up, then it dropped. So why? Why did this happen? Well, this is what we call an implied or a vol crush. So vol crush. Not the volume in the stock fell, but the volatility fell. Why is that? Well, if we look here at Apple, let's zoom in. Why is volatility going down? And remember, when you're buying options, the higher the implied volatility, the pricier those options will be. The lower the implied volatility, the cheaper those options will be. So you'll often hear people say, sell options ahead of earnings because you'll get a vol crush if it's within the market maker's implied move. So for example, Apple has earnings, or they did have earnings right before the 27th, and volatility was going up into earnings. Why? Well, earnings are an unknown event. It's a catalyst. Around earnings, a lot can happen. They could come out with good numbers or bad numbers. Maybe the CEO says something that moves the stock. Stocks usually move 4 times per year. That's around earnings. So if a stock is going to have a big move, or at least expected, the demand for the options will be high, meaning option premiums will be high, expensive, because of that unknown event. So you'll have people who want to buy calls, thinking Apple's going to have a blowout quarter and maybe the stock goes up $10. And then you'll have people buying puts who maybe they think Apple stock is going to crash, or maybe earnings will be bad. You also have the demand for options against long stock positions. Let's say you own Apple stock and you're scared, or you want some insurance on your stock for earnings, you can buy puts to hedge against that earnings event or that unknown event. So let's look at a stock that has earnings this week, Amazon. So Amazon here has high implied volatility ahead of earnings, right? Why is that? Because they have earnings this week. If we look at the previous earnings, the stock didn't do much, slightly lower, but volatility crept lower. This earnings, volatility started to creep lower. So what we can do is go to these Amazon options, and we can look here at implied volatility to our right. You can actually hover over it. This is TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, and it will tell you. So we're looking at a 64.11% implied volatility with a $194 move for the week of February 5th, or the weekly options. Now, you can notice that next week volatility goes down, and then the following week lower, and then the following week even lower. Why is that? Because that earnings event is this week, and the option prices for this week are going to be more expensive than previous weeks because that implied volatility is high for that earnings event. The next thing that you can look at is the market makers move. So the market makers move, 𝗧𝗶𝗺, is $158 on the earnings event. Meaning, if Amazon moves $158 higher or lower, that's what the market makers are expecting. If it doesn't move within that $158, and let's say you go and you buy a far out the money call option, let's say and the same applies for put options, to be fair. So let's say you're really risky and you want to buy a 3,600 strike call option for $16, and Amazon only moves, let's say, $150 or $120. These options, these far out the money options, are going to get crushed because the stock did not move that high, and implied volatility will go lower. Oftentimes, you'll have strategies like selling bull put credit spreads, selling call spreads, selling iron condors on earnings because of that implied volatility getting crushed. We can look at another name reporting earnings upcoming, and that would be 𝗧𝗶𝗱𝗲. And we see the same thing. Earnings this week, the implied volatility is high compared to the following weeks. That is implied volatility. It's a simple study that you can add, and also looking at the option prices in the option chain.